What is happening, gamers? This is Bradley here. Welcome back to another news roundup. So to kick us off, a brand spanking new trailer for The Legend of Zelda: Link Between Worlds has been released at New York Comic Con, and it gives us a bunch of new footage for the game, and basically it gives us a better understanding of the story. So the villain this time around is some sort of Ganondorf-like lady known as Yuga, and she has like the power to turn stuff into portraits, and well, she takes Zelda and turns her into a portrait, so you know, you gotta kinda save her. And then there's that other world for you to explore that we now know is known as Lorule. So there's Hyrule and Lorule. It's kind of a play on words. It seems like this place is some sort of parallel world because it comes in tow with its own Zelda-like character known as Hilda. And it seems like they have their own Link that we just haven't seen yet. And Lorule seems to be in trouble as well, so I guess you'll have to save them too. Now, not too long ago, someone spotted in some footage for Link Between Worlds Majora's Mask hanging up in Ravio's item shop, which could have just been some sort of simple nod to that game, but the connections might go deeper than that because of something that Eiji Aonuma stated at New York Comic Con. So when Mr. Aonuma was asked about the connection between Majora's Mask and A Link Between Worlds, he teased us with saying something along the lines of finish The Link Between Worlds and that may give you your answer. So it isn't a straight up confirmation, but he does seem to be hinting at something here. So maybe the ending has some sort of connection, maybe Link has to use Majora's Mask to beat Yuga or Ganon, or maybe the ending actually sets up a story for the next game that has to do with Majora's Mask. So I'm sure Aonuma isn't just going to come out and tell us what the connection is that would ruin the fun of it, so we're just going to have to wait until November 22nd and find out for ourselves. Straying away from the Zelda news though, that it's been confirmed that Beanox is working on a new game for The Amazing Spider-Man 2, and yes, it is coming to the 3DS and Wii U. And as for what the game will include, well, they'll be going with a more realistic web swinging mechanic this time around, so I guess you won't be able to shoot webs in open air like last time. The combat will have more depth, and the story will go deeper than the movie with more of an emphasis on Peter Parker's personality. Plus, new and older villains will be popping up, and the game will also feature a hero system that results in consequences if you let chaos happen around you, which could be interesting. Now, the new The Amazing Spider-Man 2 game is set to be released in May of 2014, so it's still quite a ways away. But considering Spider-Man is my favorite superhero, I will keep my eyes on it. And finally is that there are reports that the sales for the Wii U hardware have spiked over in the UK since the release of the Wind Waker HD. So the reports say that the sales have increased by nearly 700% since the release of that game, or to be more exact, 685%. Now, just because the percentage was high doesn't mean that a lot of Wii U's were sold. It all depends on how many Wii U's were already sold in the UK, which weren't that many, so we really just have to wait for the final sales total to come in. But a near 700% spike in sales is still a good thing though. That means Nintendo is moving some consoles. They just need to keep that momentum going, and maybe they can do that with the releases Sonic Lost World and Super Mario 3D World. But that will bring us to the end of the news roundup. If you like what you saw, please give it a thumbs up and add your favorites and all that good stuff, and hopefully you're all enjoying Pokemon X and Y. I've been having a pretty fun time playing Pokemon Y. I beat the first gym, so I'm getting somewhere. You can also expect a review for this game in the future. You can also stay tuned for more news roundups, video reviews, and That's Nintendo Crazy episodes. You can also check out thegamingpixelshow.com to follow along for some 3DS and Wii U news. But I'll talk to you later in the next video, guys. Bye!